Hello there. So, this is an introduction to a newish character in my game. Now, he's not new necessarily, he's newly built, but I did have him built in my last draw. I've talked about it quite a bit, I fucking died. This is my assassin's character. Does the Dark Brotherhood sort of stuff, and the real dark shit. Now, his name is Seveius Tharn. Yes, the Tharn name's quite familiar to those who into Test lore. They were a very powerful family until they crossed the Emperor, and one of them tried to pretend to be the Emperor. Eventually was found out and killed, whatever. But the Tharn family was pretty much done for after that. They were the right hand of the Empire for thousands of years until eventually, they betrayed the Emperor. So now, what about Seveius is so unique about him? Well, he's cold-blooded. He's a vampire, but he's twisted, man. Like, he's proper evil. And it's kind of fun for me to play a character that just doesn't give a shit. I mean, he'll kill kids, he'll kill the children, the women, and the men too. He'll kill everyone for a piece of gold. He doesn't care. It's his art. Now, Seveius, and then the Tharn family back during the Play Mob, this is where he comes from. During the Play Mob, there were shit tons of them. The higher ups of the mages, like Tharn and his children, and then the lower, in the middle class were soldiers and officers of the Imperial Legion, which were secondary sort of Tharns. And the third Tharns were the sneaky sort of assassins, infiltration kind, those that didn't have much military pull, or their names weren't really known. They were known to be Tharns, but they weren't known who they were. And he was one of them, and he was an assassin for the Tharn family. But just like many of the Tharns, they joined Manamarco when he took over the Empire, and he did jobs for Manamarco. He was an assassin. And for, I think her name was Claudia. Claudia was the one running the show, which was Admathar's daughter, and he was one of her assassins. Now, his armor looks quite unique. The armor is actually a mod called the Contractor armor, and this is what I've called the character, the Contractor. So the way that goes around is that it looks, if you've ever played Elder Scrolls Online, you fought Worm Cult, it looks very much like the Worm Cult armor. So in this game, it's pretty much modified Worm Cult armor, but the Worm Cult hasn't been seen for 1,000 years. So this armor is very rare now, because this was once probably missing the plate, was a known Worm Cult armor. Now it's just very unique and rare. It symbolises death, like it did back then, but now it's no longer known for that, since everyone knew the Worm Cult is long gone. Alright, so we're starting the quest off with doing Boethiah's challenge, because I really wanted the JS dagger, this beautiful thing right here.
What happened?
This thing looks sick, and it's going to look perfect if it doesn't fit through my jacket, which it will.
Do you wish to test yourself against me?
Fucking
a well-placed word or a well-placed dagger, both can achieve equal purposes.
Yeah, he's twisted as fuck. Now, he's not gonna... Most of the characters, the guild characters I'm gonna create, will aid the Dragonborn when, when the call comes out, the Dragonborn's assembling a team, and the companions, or maybe like one of the companions, Harbinger, or maybe a Harbinger and Ayala will aid, or maybe they all might aid, or aid the Dragonborn. And when the Dragonborn comes to the College of Winterhold, pick up to find about the Elder Scroll, the Archmage will jump in. I'm not too sure if it's going to be Minerva or it's going to be another character. Here it is right there. Or even the Thieves Guild character, which I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do a Millie again. I want to do a Khajiit, but I don't know if it's going to work well with the Nightingale Prime Armor. But I was still thinking of Khajiit, because the Khajiit's probably the perfect opportunity to go a sneaky character, right? Is that a zombie? That's a zombie. No? It's a goblin? No, it's a zombie. Oh, it's a fucking nice gear, these bastards. Where are you? I can't see you. There you are. Hey, fuck it. Oh my god. You're slippery. Fuck off here, the road, you clown. I got some nice shit on these guys, huh? I did until I installed that mod. Got some nice feed on them. This guy's packing for this. Gonna be some money. Anyway, like I was saying, he will not be joining the Dragonborn team. He's an evil character. He doesn't give a fuck. He's lived through like multiple Oblivion occasions. You know, the end of the world just doesn't concern him like it does everyone else. But he's got an important role after all that. So, Civil War at the moment right now is raging, right? There's a battle of Whiterun's happened. You've seen if you've been watching my videos, you know, Centaurus battles, Sigon and Brianna battles. It's just shit's going ham, right? The Civil War's picked up and it's going hardcore. Now he shows up and does some work. And the way he works is that he doesn't live forever. Like he's an assassin. He kills a lot of high notable targets. So he goes to sleep. He goes to rest for a couple hundred years until people who lived in his time and their children are dead. So he's forgotten. But he always comes back. So what I'm going to go do, I'm going to go make a friend. I'm going to make a friend in Windhelm. I'm going to sort of chuck on a little roleplay thing where I'm like dressed up as a normal person and I'm using my mortal form. Because he's an ancient vampire, he's definitely going to know about it. Using his mortal form to get inside, make friends with somebody, walk them up the mountain, stab him, kill him, and do the quest for that. But also he's going to hear about... He's going to hear about a child wanting someone dead. And there's some money to be earned, so why the hell not? Now, oh, there he is. Shit. So, he goes to sleep for a couple hundred years, but unfortunately his lair had collapsed at the time he had gone to sleep, and so he wasn't able to wake up in time. But eventually he did get out, and now he's finding himself in Skyrim, this very beautiful land, looking to cause some trouble. What's kind of what I want to do with him? Like, so at the end of the game, so when the Civil War ends and the Dragon War, so first the Dragon War's going to start up and put the Civil War on hold. Then the Dragon War will go on. Once the Dragonborn disappears and the Civil War's resumed into the final days of the Civil War, there'll be peace when the Stormcloaks lose. Now, no. An Imperial player, I believe the Imperials are probably the best thing. I'm gonna fix that shit up. Anyway, I'll turn that off too. Bear with me, I need to find that one. So, when the war's done and the Emperor thinks it's time for peace, he'll finally visit his cousin that dies. Now, I'm not going to get much time to play as Centaurus, but I'll eventually kill her when the Civil War is done, because that's kind of really a smart time for them to have a wedding when the war is over. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he might attend the cousin's funeral much later on after she had died, like a personal thing. And by then, the Emperor's come to Skyrim. The Skyrim is now being, conquered or retaken by the Emperor. And he thinks it's safe, and his agents will be able to go across Windhelm and check shit out and that sort of stuff. And of course, not really. Seveius here, Contractor, will kill the Emperor. That is his main goal. That's not that idle. The suit isn't made for it. Seveius will kill the Emperor. During times of peace, and possibly try and kill Centaurus, but I don't know, because I'm kind of like building all this story up to kind of like fit into Beyond Skyrim. Right now, the Beyond Skyrim team have said many times that it's best you play your game. Don't wait for the mod, or don't just whenever the mods come out, like say Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil come out, don't just jump from one mod to the next, right? Your save's going to survive that way anyway, but don't jump from one mod to the next. A lot of Civil War battles here. They want you to finish Skyrim because when you go to Cyrodiil, the Emperor's meant to have died, and I think they're talking about like there's certain things you might not be able to do, like if you decide to go into Cyrodiil, like that might cut off the. Ooh, nice. It might cut off the Dark Brotherhood quest. So this is the guy. This is his job. He is built to kill the Emperor during times of peace. But I'm thinking about killing him, before the war ends, so they can burn down the what do you call it? No, because it wouldn't make much sense, would it? Because his son needs to visit the cities of Skyrim to see if they're safe, and it doesn't make much sense when Commander Mara's son walks into Windhelm wearing a Quintilius Oculatus outfit and has to deem if it's safe when it's controlled by these guys. I don't know. I'm still working on how to figure all that out. Where do I put the Dark Brotherhood's quest on pause? I might not. I might just kill a couple people and then he'll just become an assassin for the Dark Brotherhood for a year or so, and then eventually, when the war is over, start up the quest. But I gotta go make a friend. Then I gotta go stab him. And I'll get back to you when I'm getting to the Dark Brotherhood intro quest.
Sons of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Finally! My prayers have been answered! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came! An assassin from the Dark Brotherhood! You don't have to say anything. There's no need. You're here, so I know you'll accept my contract. My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. Please hurry. To be honest, I'm kind of lonely here. As much as I hated getting sent to Honor Hall, I really miss my friends there.
Having to remain silent for that long was very disturbing for myself, Wee.
It's Honor Hall Orphanage in Riften.
Yeah, look, I want your book. Looks cool. Thank you.
Please don't kill Constance the Shell. She really is kind.
Let's go kill some old ladies. Alrighty, it's a bit dark. We've got a beautiful one of the north here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Might have broken that mod.
I've never seen me all this upset about anything. The city really gets to her.
You follow me, bro, so you die. Suspect looking mother.
Jewelry, legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes,
Grelid.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into the wild core of...
It's Grella.
Oh.
Mercy!
Absolutely poetic.
Grelid is dead! Ventus did it!
Well, as you can see, he just walks in, kills who he needs to kill, and gets the fuck out. I kind of want him to be merciless, I want him to be cold to the bone. If someone's got a mark on their head, they are as good as dead. There's no begging, there's no nothing, he will do it. He is pure and absolute cold. And this is kind of going to be fun playing him, man. Like, things I wouldn't do, I'm like, you know, I'm thinking, should I do it? I don't want to do it. And then I'm like, yeah, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. That's what he would do. Alright. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I still got a bit of thinking about what to do with this character, you know. I might have him wander around for a bit and then get kidnapped. I might get kidnapped by the Brotherhood first. This might happen to a random character. Anyway, thanks for watching. Now, remember to always walk in the darkness.